Hey guys, it's me, Arlene, Delicious Delights. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about my favorite coconut perfumes. I love the note of coconut, you guys. I didn't in the past because for some reason I associated coconut with always smelling sunscreen or some kind of cheap plasticky coconut kind of scent. But there are so many fantastic, realistic, creamy coconut scents out there that I have acquired over the years. I have 10 fragrances here that I want to share with you guys that have coconut in them and feature coconut. They won't be in any specific order, but I will leave my top 3 to the very end of the video. And also, you know, with these fragrances, they do range in price a lot. So let's first begin with the inexpensive coconut perfumes. The first one here is something that is so popular that I'm sure that pretty much all of you have already smelled. We have Ariana Grande Cloud. So I am a fan of the bottle design of this. I know some people think it's super childish or tacky, but I love it. It's so adorable. This one, of course, is known to smell very similar to Baccarat Rouge 540 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And I would agree. I have made a few videos on that. And it's mostly in the sillage, and I think it also depends on chemistry, as with most all fragrances. But anyways, this is a beautiful, coconutty, creamy, sweet, sugary salad. I think of coconut fruit salad when I wear this. It layers very nicely with so many perfumes. It has like this soft, marshmallowy kind of texture. And actually with a lot of Ariana Grande perfumes, I do find that this coconutty texture common in a lot of her fragrances. So this is an absolutely beautiful scent. It's one of my most favorite celebrity scents that I don't really talk about too much anymore, but I still think it's fantastic. And just so easy to wear, so delicious, memorable, and I love it. So that's Ariana Grande Cloud as the first one. Next up, we have another affordable fragrance. This is one that I used to wear a lot in my early years of university. And this is basically what reminds me of that time period. Diesel Plus Plus Feminine. So this one is such a unique smelling coconut scent. It smells kind of nichey to me, actually. And it's very unusual. So we get coconut in here that's quite creamy and milky. But in here I also get a strange little twist of a somewhat sharp metallic note in here. And I know that for some people that might turn people off, because also for me, I'm not like a huge metallic note fan. But in here it works beautifully. For some reason, the coconut and this sharp metallic note, which the metallic part doesn't really overtake the coconut in here, but it just blends so beautifully. It smells so unique, you guys. Whenever I wore this, I always knew and thought that no one else smelled like me, so that kind of made me feel a little bit extra special. I think I picked this one up for like 12 or 13 euros, and this is a 75 ml eau de toilette. So if you're looking for a quirky, unique, coconutty scent that doesn't smell like any other, please check this one out. Diesel Plus Plus Feminine. It is just, it's definitely a hidden gem in my opinion. Okay, moving on, we have a celebrity scent, and this one is also quite popular. This is Rihanna Rebelle. The bottle, I learned, is supposed to be resembling a heel. I don't really see it. But anyways, yeah, it's a very interesting bottle. It's very unique looking. And this one, I think I picked this one up for around 12 euros. And this is such a beautiful coconutty, chocolatey scent. And when I wear this, what I think about is a chocolate bounty bar. It smells literally like that to me. So it's very gourmand, it's chewy, it's sweet. It makes me want to eat it. You know, when I smell this, it smells very edible, and I just think it's a fantastic release from Rihanna. There are so many from her fragrances that I like that I haven't really talked about yet, but this is probably my favorite of hers. And you know, 30 mils, around 12 euros, can't go wrong with this chocolate bounty bar. Goodness, it's just fantastic. So that's Rihanna Rebelle as another affordable coconut scent. Now let's move on to some more mid-range priced coconut scents. The next one here is Guerlain Limon Verde from the Aqua Allegoria line. So this one technically doesn't have coconut in it, but on my skin, I get a lot of coconut. So let's spray this. Spray is really nice on this one, like that. So, ooh, it smells so good. This one opens as a fizzy kind of lime 7-Up kind of scent, which is very uplifting. It's green too. It's refreshing, and it's just like the perfect thing to wear on a hot summer day. But as this fragrance dries down, on me, it gets creamier, and it really reminds me a lot of a creamed, citrusy coconut. There's fig in here as well. So basically, it's like a figgy coconut scent with emphasis on that texture of a creamed coconut. And it is just phenomenal, you guys. Another one that I think that doesn't get enough attention in the community. I hear about it here and there, but it's not that popular. And I'm not really sure why, because this is just a fantastic summer scent. Well, I think you could also wear it in the winter if you want to, but basically it's a green, citrusy, fresh, figgy coconut scent with coconut not in the notes, but it's just delicious. And yeah, one of my most favorite from this collection. Okay, so the next one here is one that was released last year. It was one of my most favorite releases. And this is from the house of Lancome. And this one is Lancome Tresor Nude. Tresor La Nuit Nude, or Nude La Nuit, something like that. But this is just a fantastic, sweet vanilla coconut perfume. I absolutely adore the bottle. It is just so cute. I just love that. So yeah, very soft, elegant vanilla coconut. There's rose in here too. It comes off a bit powdery as well as it dries down, but you get just like this amazing, easygoing, sexy, kind of flirty coconut scent. And it's also quite sugary as well. I don't wear this enough. I think I should, but it is a beautiful, beautiful coconut perfume. Very sweet and quite simple and easy to wear. So that's Lancome La Nuit Tresor Nude, one of my most favorite flankers of the Tresor line. Now let's move on to a few niche perfumes. We have a fragrance from the House of Clean Reserve, and this is called Solar Bloom. So this one is a super unique coconut perfume. It's another one that doesn't smell like other fragrances, other coconut perfumes. It's a very special one because in this one, I definitely get a creamy coconut scent in here, but they've added the note of coal in here, and it kind of makes it darker and smokier and a little bit naughty. So yeah, this is just a weird, I don't mean weird in a bad way, but it is a weird coconut scent where you have the familiar literal coconut in here, but that coal note makes it a bit dirty, a bit more daring, very unique. And yeah, it's just a wonderful scent. I really love this one. I have reviewed this one in the past, and yeah, this was a blind buy for me, and I really, really enjoy it because of how unique it is, and just, you know, I love that extra twist of that smoky, dark, coal kind of thing in here. So that's Clean Reserve Solar Bloom Eau de Parfum. Now the next one here is another niche fragrance. I've talked a lot about this scent in the past, and I'm absolutely in love with it, you guys. This is from the house of Etat Libre d'Orange, and it's called Fils de Dieu, Nuit et des Agrumes. All right, so this is one of my most favorite gourmand perfumes. This one used to be called Philippine Houseboy, and then they changed it to this long French name. But basically it smells like coconut steamed rice to me. It is just so realistic. It's like walking into a kitchen where, you know, someone's cooking some coconut steamed rice. There's lime in here as well. There's shiso that gives it a little bit of a greenness to it. But this is one that is definitely something to experience. When I wear this, it does remind me of my mom's cooking. Always the smell of steamed rice in our kitchen, because that's what we ate all the time. And it's a very nostalgic scent for me. There's a bit of saltiness in here as well. And as this fragrance dries, it starts getting a little bit sweeter on my skin, which makes me think of like coconutty, shaved coconut desserts that are quite common in Philippine cuisine. I can't remember the name of that specific dish, but there is this coconut dessert it reminds me of, and it's just delicious. So yeah, this is one that is definitely a nostalgic thing for me. It's an experience. It's very different from anything that I've ever smelled before. It's phenomenal. It's warm. It's just fantastic, and I absolutely love this. This is my third bottle of it. I used to own two others before this one, but it's just beautiful. So yeah, that's Etat Libre d'Orange, Fils de Dieu, Nuit et des Agrumes, and I apologize for not pronouncing that correctly. I'm doing my best. All right, so now we are at the top 3 coconut perfumes that I own in my collection. In third place, we have a perfume from the house of Laura Mercier. This one is called Almond Coconut Milk. It's from their Eau Gourmand collection. I've been wearing this a lot lately, you guys. I layer this with many fragrances if I want to add a coconut scent to anything. I would just spray a few spritzes of this, and it just makes it all better. So let's spray this here. This one to me smells like the name, coconut milk and almond. You really get the texture in here of that creamy, silky, milky kind of creamed coconut. It's just delicious. It's literal. And it just, as I said earlier, it layers absolutely beautifully with pretty much anything. Perfect for year-round. It makes me hungry. It makes me think of those coconut balls with different toppings on top, and maybe they're floating in like a milky kind of drink. I love this. I love it so much. So that's Laura Mercier Almond Coconut Milk as my third favorite coconut perfume in the world. In second place, we have a perfume from the House of Creed. I do not own a bottle of it, but I do have like a little decant of it here. And this is called Virgin Island Water. So this one is my favorite from the House of Creed by far. It is a perfume that reminds me of vacations, of the beach. Oh, my goodness, this is just so delicious. It's lime, coconut. It gives pina colada vibes to many people, but for me, it's mostly a coconutty lime vacation, sitting at the beach kind of scent. Very refreshing. It's the kind of scent that kind of like opens up my sinuses in here because of how cooling and cold it is. So it's perfect for a hot summer's day. It lasts really well. It's expensive, but I think it's totally worth it. And then the coconut in here is just so smooth and delicious. And men and women can wear this easily, even though I think it's marketed more for men. But yeah, if you haven't gotten your nose on this, you're definitely missing out, you guys. It is just out of this world, seriously, as a coconut scent. Citrus coconut summer, it's just mind-blowing, seriously. So that's Creed Virgin Island Water as my second favorite coconut perfume. And now we are at number one. And I have talked about this in not too long ago. I have chosen this as one of my holy grails in my collection. This is a niche fragrance from the House of Healy, Paris, and it's called Cocobello. I reviewed this one a while back, and this one is an absolutely stunning green, realistic coconut perfume. So picture the palm trees that the coconut is growing on. Picture the palm leaves, the trunk, the bark, and that whole setting of sitting on a beach under a palm tree. Oh, my gosh, it is just another one that is just something that I will always own in my collection because it has like, it is just such a unique scent, a unique coconut perfume that makes me very happy when I wear it. And it reminds me of vacations at the beach, which I really miss right now. But yeah, this is definitely one to try to test because it's like coconut on a whole other level. And I absolutely am in love with this one. So that's Cocobello from the House of Healy. It's an eau de parfum. So those were the top 10 coconut perfumes in my collection. I love how many of these are so unique and different and not so ordinary smelling, and a lot of these ones smell so realistic. And yeah, these ones are just fantastic. If you want to let me know what you think of these fragrances in the comments, I'd love to hear it. And also if you have any other suggestions for other coconut perfumes, I would love to hear that as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this extremely long video. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.